Hey, good morning, guys. And it's Donald, and Mary's over here doing some stuff, man. So she'll chime in every now and then, man, and keep me on track because I get off track real easy, man. And we do have some stuff written down though. And today we're going to talk about hostels. And so what we want to talk about hostels is what they once were and what they are today. So back in the day, man, it would be like a Mary and Donald with a house, man, and we had a couple spare rooms or maybe a shed that we threw some bunks in or a couple cots or something, man, or we had a couple empty tent spaces, and Mary and I would invite our fam in, the hiker family or tramley or however you would like to phrase it. But we'd put our name out there. Eventually, everyone would be talking about us, and you get up trail, and maybe we're in an AWOL or something. And we love hikers because we're hikers too, man. And we invite them in, and we say, hey, man, $25, you can have that room, you can have a shower, you can have a towel, maybe even a work for stay if we liked you enough. Crash out in our house, man. We've done that ourselves, man, throughout the years. We've had many people stay at our house and many people park there. We used to let people actually park at our place for free. We stopped doing that for everyone. We will do it for if it feels right, man. But the thing is, man, okay, so hostels, man. So Mary and I, those people, man, we love hikers. We invite them in, $25, man, okay? Maybe 30. Well, those days have actually changed. So it's not, Mary and Donald, the hikers, man, that love a little bit of visitation from other hikers and talking about, reminiscing on old stories of the days of hiking and stuff, man, and, helping the new fresh hiker up the trail, man. Those days are kind of gone, man. There are still some people out there doing that, but the hostels today are mainstream. People are dropping $1 million into their show, man. And so what I see a lot of is the old school people telling, hikers, oh, do a work for stay, or, it's community, man, just free for all. And so those days have changed, man, because there's people out there dropping their whole life savings plus their what they don't have. They're borrowing money to build these hiker oases where you come in, man, and they've got game rooms and bunks and numerous shower setups, and they've got $1 million layout there, man, so hikers can come there and get what they need. They get some sleep, man. They get a lot of places are now setting up snack shops or places where you can resupply right there. So you get off trail, you go there, man, you resupply, dude, you get your sleep, you get your shower, you get your stuff cleaned, and then you head back up trail. A lot of these places are charging between $50, $80, and $100 today, man, but some of them are including rides, pickups at the closest gaps, man. They've got dinners involved, they've got you towels, they've got you laundry, they've got you a bunk, man, they've got you a spare room. It just depends on what you're looking for accommodations and amenities. So, like, you can have your own room, like a private room. Some places are doing like these, what are those things called, dude? Those little shacks that they get the little band sheds or whatever, dude. They'll rent those or buy those because they're cheap, $5 to $10 grand. They can get one, stick it on their lot, deck it out or dress it up to accommodate hikers, man. Bunk, man, and a dresser or whatever they're gonna put in there, a TV, man, and then start charging $100 for those, man. And a lot of people are doing that today, along with buying a $1 million plot, dude, with everything you can think of on there. So the days of work for stays, man, don't expect them when you come out here. And that's one thing that like I hear a lot of, and Mary does also. And I'm gonna use this dude for instance, that we picked up at Gerard Gap. We first talked to him. He was at Dunkin' Donuts in Dawsonville, and so we ended up picking him up at the Dunkin' Donuts and bringing him up to, I think it was Amicalola, and I sent Jordan actually, and he and I spoke a little bit. He was actually like a DEA agent, man, that had gone rogue and turned into a drug dealer and then did a bunch of drugs and ended up in prison himself, man. But he was out here hiking, man, and just searching for for peace and serenity like the rest of us, man. He's just a traumatized dude hiking, man. And this was actually this year, I believe, right? Do you know who I'm talking about? He made it up the... anyways, man, so we pick him up at Girard, man. We picked him up at Dawsonville, whatever. He got in the car, man, and the first thing he said to me, he's like, man, I wish that I would have paid attention and not listened to all those people online, man, because, you know, he thought he was gonna come here and you could just be like, people were gonna be at the gaps, man, just like giving away stuff, man, and you were gonna have like, you know, cheap hostels or free or work for stays, and, you know, people are just gonna pick you up and give you a ride, man. And he was like, you know, that is far from what is happening out here. He's like, I'm starting to realize that it costs a lot of money to get up this trail. And he's like, I'm prepared, but I'm unprepared, meaning that he did not expect to spend the amount of money that he had spent by the time he got to Girard Gap. So he had an injury, and we actually brought him up to Neil Gap to Blood Mountain Cabins, and he actually hung out there for a few days, and we communicated with him throughout that time. You know, we had phone calls and stuff from him and picked people up there. I mean, we're moving all through these mountains at this time of year, so and you know, the thing about us, man, is I answer every call because I'm literally sitting here all day taking calls and dispatching our drivers, so, and making sure that our customers are safe. And so but to get back to our man that we picked up at Girard Gap, man, he just, you know, like other people, he's not the only one that says this to us. This is just one dude, man, that said it. And so, you know, he had the idea that he was going to come out here and have those work for stays and stuff. And so back in the day, yes, even like 6 years ago, yes. But today, man, how much do you think like Donna and Bill spent over there at Green Dragon? That place is set up, man. It is beautiful, it is clean, and it costs money to keep something like that. I bet they get $1 million into that place plus. You know, Gordon and Lisa over at, around the, around the bend up there in Hiawassee at mile 61. It used to be Top of Georgia. The place was a dump when it was Top of Georgia. Lisa and Gordon bought it, and so when it was Top of Georgia, Sir Paxalon, man, he was like, everyone thought he was the owner, but he wasn't. There was actually a person that owned it, and he was just like the dude that took care of it, and it just became a big mess, man. And the owner, the person that was putting out bank for the place for Sir Paxalon, man, he actually got sick, and his son came in and took over and kicked Sir Paxalon out. The place was sinking, needed tons of money, man. And so Gordon and Lisa came in and bought it, man, not thinking about making it a hostel, but making it a rental unit or an Airbnb. But they turned it into a hostel for that 2 years or something. And, you know, they just sold it, I think, actually, is what I just saw. I think Stanimals bought it or something. I don't fucking know. But either way, dude, what I'm trying to say is when Gordon and Lisa went in there, they put about $1 million into that place, man, in total, and made it an oasis for hikers. And that is not... It's not something that you can just like give away. You know, it costs money to build that back, man. You know, $1 million in mortgages and loans and stuff, man. That, you know, you owe some big money, man. And, you know, I bet it would have taken Gordon and Lisa about 10 years to probably get straight again, man, you know? So it takes a lot to start a hostel, man. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, well, they see the few months rush, and then they don't realize, man, that kind of dies off. And so it takes a lot of work to build your business so it's so people are looking at it and they call you all the time. It took Mary and I years, man, to get the calls we get, man. I mean, anyone that's been near Mary and I during the seasons and, you know, when we work, our phones never stop ringing. They just continuously ring. And so it took years to get that, man. It took years to earn the respect and the trust from the businesses in the area and the communities to trust Mary and I with their lives, man, because that's what we're pretty much taking into our hands when we give someone a ride, man. We're taking their lives into our hands. And not only that, man, you know, we see ourselves as stewards of the trail. I mean, we're here when someone gets lost, we go out in the woods and look. If someone needs us at midnight and they are on top of a mountain, man, and can't get out, we will go up and walk in and get them out of there. That's the way we roll, man, and that's the way we've always rolled, and that's why we have the respect of all the people around here, man. Plus, they know that when we talk, it's probably going to be truth, and we know what we're talking about because we've been here, man. And so, but the hostels, man, definitely, they have changed. They are $1 million oases now. That's how they're able to just give people a beautiful spot to sit and soak up some good times, man, and memories. And so, but yeah, so hostels, definitely expect to pay for the hostels. No more work for stays, man. Some places are like that, but people can't afford that, man. It's just how it is. So yeah, so I wanted to touch on the hostels and the work for stays. I don't expect those anymore, man. Come out here prepared to spend, you know, $50 to $100 on a hostel or look for a hotel. I think Budget Inn down here is still $50. No, they're $65 actually, aren't they now? Budget? Yeah, they used to be 40.
They were 65 last that I heard.
Yeah, I think they are 65. I mean, with inflation and everything going up, everyone has to raise their prices, man. It's just the way it is. And so we used to charge I think we charged $60 to go from Amicalola to Springer years and years ago, man. We used to charge $60 to go from Byron down to Amicalola. We charge $100 now, but we had to. I mean, just everything raised up, man. I mean, insurance, everything, man. And so when you're running a legit show, man, it just costs a lot of money. And so that's where I go back to the, you know, like the shuttles, man. You can clearly see who's doing it right and who isn't. That's the $50 shuttles, man. There's a reason for that, man. You get what you pay for, man. What are you gonna do if that driver, man? Obviously he's not paying insurance, man, for commercial insurance. And if someone gets in an accident, man, with a rider in their car and they're commercially advertising commercially and, you know, a business taking money, man, and they don't have commercial insurance, that insurance company is probably not going to pay out, man. And whoever is riding with them, if you got hurt or if the person was hurt in the accident, you're not going to get covered. And so when I can't say it enough times, man. When you look for a driver out here, man, make sure that they have a good background. Years ago, here's another for instance. Years ago, there was this dude out here and he drove a 4Runner and he said that he knew Ron Brown and he knew all of us as, you know, whatever, dude. And so he used to sit up at Neil Gap, man, and open the rear of his vehicle up, the trunk of the 4Runner, up with blankets, like a set up sleep spot. And he even asked one of our lady friends if she wanted to take a nap in the back of his car. And she texted me and told me and took a picture of it. And she's like, this guy's up here right now asking me to get into the back of his vehicle and take a nap. And I was like, you know, we have seen that dude around. I can't remember his name now. But within a couple months, this man also went into a head-on collision with two hikers in his vehicle over at Toccoa Swinging Bridge. He came up around the road, you know, of course, came up over the crest of a hill and hit someone head-on. The hikers weren't injured. Ron went down and actually picked them up, and the dude went to the hospital. I still see him kind of, he's not running right now, I don't think, man, but that's the type of stuff that you need to watch out for, man, because these guys, man, they just don't understand what it takes to keep someone safe out here, man. And so it's very, 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 it's like cowboys and Indians out here, man. People just, they can say whatever, man. I mean, people, it's weird, man, because like for years, I've watched it change, but like the mainstream scenes come in, but you still have these people stuck in the old scene, man, talking about old ways, man. It's like, dude, that stuff is not necessary. It won't work out here anymore because people are spending big money to commercialize their businesses so they can continue to give a safe and quality business or a service. And so, you can't give a quality service, man, if you're bartering with the customer and, giving work for stays and, you can't run a business that way. For years, Mary and I kept my foot in one in the hiker world and one in the business world. I wanted to help people and give things, and I wanted to be a business also so I could continue to help people and give things. But the problem was you can't just be over here and over here. That doesn't work. You got to be in the business world or you got to be in the hiker world. You're not going to succeed if you split yourself in half, man. It just doesn't work. And there needs to be balance. And those people that don't have that balance are the ones that are always in the rooms looking desperate or, bartering with people and giving free rides or almost free rides, man. They're not making anything off of it. Half these guys that give some of those prices, man, I wonder how they're making it. And a few of them, we used to listen to them complain to us about how they couldn't make it through the winter and stuff. And it's like, dude, you're not doing it right. You're treating your business like it's a game, man. And not like a game, but you're not treating it like it's your lifeline, man. And when it's your lifeline, that's when you notice the difference or quality of the service, because we want you to come back so we can continue to build our business, so we can continue to assist hikers on their journey, man. That's what we do, man. And so it costs money to do that, That being said, man, I'm going to end it here because we're getting up near 20 minutes. So, more to come, man. Keep in mind, guys, come out here prepared, man. Make sure that you add in services and what you're going to need every 4 or 5 days, man. You're probably going to need a shuttle if you don't want to hitchhike. You're probably going to need a hostel if you don't want to sleep out in a shelter for a 0 day and just take a shower at some truck stop or at a hostel that, charges $10 for showers and a towel and, a washing machine and a dryer. So they still got places like that, but you need to pay. And so don't come out here expecting to get free services or work for stays anymore, man. That just doesn't cut it anymore, guys. So come out here prepared. All right, more to come. Everyone have a great day. If anyone needs anything at all, I'm sitting here all day long, every single day, answering phones and making sure that everyone is up to speed on what to do out here, man. All right, one love. Peace, guys. Thanks.